It is 3:33 on a Thursday morning, and we're about to start our little road trip. I don't know why we're doing this. I am in Ohio. A coworker of mine is getting married this Sunday in Indianapolis, and we have friends on the way in near Toledo, and I have some family in northern Indiana, so we thought, let's make a weekend of it. I'm so glad they waited to get married until Russia invaded. One of the biggest benefits of working for yourself is having the ability to set your own schedule. Pair that with homeschooling, and you get this double whammy, double stuffed flexibility Oreo. Of course, in the modified words of Uncle Ben, with great flexibility comes great responsibility.
My three favorite boys! How are you?
When you're an employee, typically, traditionally, you work in the office and you don't work outside the office. Although, I'm not a fool. I know that hasn't been true for many people for many years, and you're expected to be reachable at all times, and that's a whole nother conversation. Regardless, when you're a small business owner, the lines between business and home become much blurrier. And if your business is inside your home, good luck. Now, there's a lot that can be discussed on the topic of work-life balance, but I'm on vacation right now, so let's focus on that. Or am I on vacation? Tuesday works fine. I will send... When you're living the flexible life, things can get messy pretty quickly if you're not careful. I'm speaking from experience. One example, this past fall, we went down to Atlanta for a week to celebrate Thanksgiving with some family, and it was awesome. Best Thanksgiving ever. And there's plenty of downtime. I had my computer and Wi-Fi, so I was able to get some work done. And everybody else knew what was up, but I still had to dart out unexpectedly to take a phone call or answer an urgent email or show up a few minutes late to the dinner table after everybody else was sitting down. And I just can't shake the feeling that I might have made other people feel cheated.
No, not cheated. Disappointed.
That's
perhaps, but it really hasn't been an issue. I think we've been handling that pretty well.
Is there something I could do to handle it even better?
Communication is pretty important when it comes to like preparing for a trip and establishing expectations beforehand.
Definitely. So a wedding is a pretty good backdrop for this discussion because communication, setting expectations, that's solid marriage advice. I would add though, you need a heavy dose of flexibility and also Sorry, what was I saying? Flexibility. You need flexibility. I mean, after all, we're talking about living the flexible life. You never know if you're going to get a flat tire, drive through a tunnel, have screaming children. If you want to just kind of make a detour and see the world's largest ball of twine or something, you need to be ready and willing to give a lot of patience, give a lot of grace to your family. You can ask a little bit of flexibility from people, but I think it's much more important to be willing to go with the flow yourself. We're talking about vacation after all, and it's your family's time. There's a spectrum. You need work on one end of it, so you can afford to pay for a vacation, but you also need the vacation to like recharge you and make the work worthwhile. And when you're with your family, love on them and give them your time and your attention as much as you can. Also, work ahead. One thing before taking this trip, I kind of worked a few extra longer days to kind of prep and get ready for this. So I didn't feel like I'm falling behind. That's another helpful thing to do, just to kind of get the guilt off your shoulders. Speaking of getting off shoulders, ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. You'll find a rhythm. You'll find routines, and the more that you spend in between work and play, you'll learn what you need. So I'm not going to be overly prescriptive with this. Everybody's situation is going to be very different. Just like everybody's marriage, everybody's family, everybody's work style and business is going to be different. Take time and kind of find your flow, but my overall encouragement is hop in those muddy waters in between vacation and work. You know, take time and leverage the flexibility that you have as a self-employed individual. Don't get too busy to relax and rest and go explore and have an adventure and take a long weekend to celebrate your friend's wedding in Indiana.